Hello, fans. Welcome to this presentation of the NBA Sunday Night Action right here on 2K Sports. Now, here's Fox. Pass to Bain. Offline with his three.
Timeout night.
And the Knights have possession. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Everyone else, GA, I'm looking forward to the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, we have a pair of the best centers in the NBA. Points in the paint will be a key number tonight.
Outside Butler. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Anthony. Jared Allen grabs the miss. And here is Fox. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. Now, here's Fox. Outside, Bain. Good, and a nice assist from Fox.
When you look at his numbers, Desmond Bain is historically good from three-point.
Pass to George. Lets it go with a three.
Using all of that size to create leverage and rip down that board.
And here's Duncan. And stolen by Şengün. George with no one around. Comes up empty from 19 feet out. And Jim, this is year 2 of that 4-year, $211 million contract for Paul George.
And when he's been healthy, Kevin, he has shown himself to be one of the best swingmen in the game. But now he's in his mid-30s, and this can be the point where players often start to wear down.
The drive by Bain. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
And one thing about this league we know, momentum can change in an instant.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Doc Rivers. He had been watching highlights with the coaching staff, and they noticed LaMelo likes to pass from obscure angles. Coach told his team, you just can't relax out there. I want you looking for cutters everywhere. We'll see how prepared they are tonight. Back over to you.
Thank you once again, Allie. Bain with the steal. Duncan right side. Taken away by Anthony. Outside, George. That 3 off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And it's Fox with the jam.
And Fox has got great leaping ability, and he likes to get up off the ground there for the flush.
Pass to Şengün. Back to ball. 4 on the clock. to the inside. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Outside, Fox. Pass to Duncan. Stolen by Ball. Outside, Anthony. In the corner, George with it. Outside, Anthony. Down low. Here's Şengün.
Great timing and a really good read there from Şengün. Spaces the floor and is rewarded.
Outside, Anthony. From outside, off the mark. Pass to Duncan. And the layup's good off the glass.
And Duncan just superb when he gets in close to the basket. Has a number of moves to choose from and that soft, delicate touch near the rim.
Here's Anthony. Drains it from beyond the arc. Anthony's got 6.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Duncan. And Duncan throws it down hard.
Yeah, and at 7-1, Duncan is a problem in the paint. Outstanding with his extension there and just hammering it home.
And Anthony gets it to go.
It continues to make plays offensively, having a very efficient quarter.
Duncan drawing the double team. Pass to Allen. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
And regardless, it's great effort. You love to see that kind of hustle on defense.
Now, here's Bain. 5 points in the game. 2 on the clock.
And that's one of the things you love about Paul George defensively. It's his switchability. It makes him so versatile on that end.
Anthony can't hit. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Pass to Anthony. Fires the 3. Can't hit that one. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. They lead by a bucket.
The visiting team, 11.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And that's where their advantage is. Throw the ball inside, make it difficult for the defense to make some decisions.
No good. That would have tied it. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Anthony. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Jared Allen has an inquisitive nature. Whether it's cooking, gardening, reading, or basketball, he's a sponge. Allen said, quote, "I love going through life, seeing things and learning about it no matter what it is. It's just trying to improve my skill set in anything and enjoy it." Guys, back to you.
He's got that curiosity. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. The 3 from Anthony. Şengün puts up a deep 3. It's no good. He is 4 for 10 in the game.
Well, after lighting it up from deep in the first quarter, they have quieted him down.
Awesome job running the correct route there, and Allen just beating everyone to the right spot. Nice.
Kept alive. And Şengün throws it down.
That's going to be a big morale booster.
And you know what? It could come down to those second chance buckets when it's all said and done today.
Well, in a game this close, that is a huge play.
Drills the three-pointer.
And at the arc, Fox has only gotten bolder. He takes threes without even thinking about it.
And here's Anthony from the arc. Jared Allen grabs the miss.
Just hasn't been his night so far, and if he's unable to find his rhythm, this might be a long night for them.
Here's Duncan. Big time slam by Duncan.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I mean, when you're fighting back, you cannot give up plays like that.
From deep, George. It's good. The assist that time from Ball.
And that's why Paul George is such a talented scorer. He can even do it off the catch.
Fox, no good.
That's a missed opportunity, and that is one he would love to have back.
And slam dunk by Butler.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. And Jimmy Butler is what some might call an old school kind of player. Would you agree, Greg?
Yeah, I mean, he's all toughness, grit, and basketball IQ. A tone setter at the defensive end who plays unselfishly. That guy is all about winning.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Knights.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
And I like how they've played defense, turning turnovers into points. Those are huge.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Fox with it. Butler covering. And a wide open look for Payne. Knocks down the three ball. Baines got 8 points.
And he just lights it up from downtown. Baines so dangerous from out there.
Butler on the way. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Oh, yeah, Jimmy Butler showing you that he's still got plenty of bounce in those legs.
Fox is double. Wants to get to Duncan, and does.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
When every possession matters, your defense has to be better.
And Alperen Şengün gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And there's 1:45 left in the first half of basketball. To the middle. Stolen by Ball. For the finish. And it's George finishing it off.
And incredibly long at the point. Ball using that wingspan to disrupt and start the break.
Fox deciding where to go with it. Outside, Bain. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball. 1:11 left to play in the first half. George in the post. Inside. Stolen by Duncan. For 3, Harris. That shot off the mark.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Anthony. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. And now it's a 3-point night lead.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
In the corner, it's Harris. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Just pure from the corner. Harris doesn't pass up an opportunity from there.
And that's a foul called on Keon Ellis. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Now George. He got it up. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
And Melo is highly explosive, nailing shots left and right. The D has got to get it out of his hands.
Payne looking around. Over George. And stolen by Butler. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that have been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
Outside, Fox. Here's Duncan. He's got 10. No good with the elbow jumper.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding you.
Picked by Anthony. High post, Şengün. He averages about 5 points a game. Back to Anthony. Misses the baby hook. It's a close game here in Boston. Payne with it. Butler covering. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And with his percentage at 87, he's done just about everything they could have asked when it comes to free throw shooting.
Here's Fox. The rebound by Paul George. Pass to Butler. Anthony on the wing. Good. And it's Şengün picking up the assist. Anthony's got the lead up to 6 now for the Knights. Greg, you look at Alperen Şengün. He's one of the best combinations of force and finesse in the NBA.
And you wonder how he fell to the 16th pick in the 2021 draft. You saw the numbers he was putting up as a 19-year-old in Turkey. Pretty clear he should have gone higher.
Outside, George. Butler in the corner. To the paint. In deep. And he can't bank that one in.
Yeah, that's a sigh of relief heard from the bench. Weak defense didn't cost him that time.
The kick out to Fox. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Knights. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Pass to Anthony. A 3. Tim Duncan with the rebound. Now Fox. Outside, Payne. Now Duncan. 4 on the shot clock. Great defense that time from Şengün. Right side, Butler. Pass to Anthony. Goes up on the wing. Doesn't go for him.
The defense really didn't do enough to alter that shot. It's simply a miss.
Down low. The kick out to Fox. And that comes off the assist by Duncan. Fox has got his third bucket of the night.
And that quick shot by Fox is something you know he has worked on religiously. Nice finish.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Ball with it. Still yet to score. Takes it inside. Duncan with the block.
And setting the tone with that rejection. Duncan, the defensive anchor of this team.
Here's Şengün. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Well, I think that was a product of the pressure. Take your eye off the ball for just a second, and it can lead to a turnover.
Duncan outside. Back to Fox. For the lead, here's Allen. And it's Allen with the jam.
A superb offensive rebounder. Allen's long arms and feel for how to get positioning helps big time.
Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
Back to Fox. Takes a 3. The rebound by LaMelo Ball.
Struggling to get it going out there right now. I think he's pressing just a little bit too much.
Picked by Anthony. Takes the 3. Tim Duncan with the rebound.
Well, he's not having as much success shooting the ball early as he wanted, but so far, it's not hurting their team performance.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
And they really need to settle down right here and find a way to take care of the basketball. That would be my point of emphasis.
Nice substitution.
35 seconds left here in the third quarter. There's a screen. Here's Anthony. Off target at the rim.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
You're going to have to be very patient right here. Let's see how it plays out.
Duncan outside. Back to Bain. From downtown. A shot, no good. It could go. Carmelo Anthony getting it done for the night. They've leaned on him for offense, and he hasn't let them down.
The Knights, 38.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Now, here's Fox. Duncan outside. And Duncan throws it down hard.
His performance today has just been so important. What a luxury to have a guy that's that dependable.
Outside, Ball. Pass to Anthony. Stolen by Duncan. Payton for 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
That's an elite shooter at work. Bain from the coffin corner.
And it's Anthony, top of the key. High post, Şengün. Back to Anthony. It's hauled in by Duncan. Just a tiny lead for him.
And a chance to make it a little bigger right here.
It's Allen on the wing. On the wing, Bain. 6 on the shot clock. Taken away by Anthony. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Desmond Bain. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Pass to Anthony. Stolen by Allen.
Yeah, you don't see those over and back calls too often because they're just so easy to avoid.
Look, I understand you want to fight for the basketball, but you also have to be smart about it. Everybody appreciates that extra effort on the glass.
Outside, ball. No good, unable to end this run. Screen by Duncan. Shoots from the line. Fox, no good.
And they're winning this game despite his difficulties at the offensive end.
Pass to Anthony. Screen by Şengün. 5 on the clock. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Although not the strongest, Şengün has a solid base and incredible footwork.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
During that break, Coach Steve Kerr had some advice for the team. Coach telling their team, this is a tight one. We need full effort defensively, 1 or 2 stops, and we will win this game. A coach preaching defense, a familiar tune.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report.
And if you're looking for a big that locks down the middle, Şengün is your guy, a very effective player.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And here is Fox. Here's Duncan. And the dunk by Duncan.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
That is just beautiful ball movement, unselfish basketball.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And the shot goes in.
And how about the quick thinking on the catch and shoot? Have to applaud Allen's decision-making there.
Here's Anthony. From 15 feet away, it's good.
I mean, who else do you want taking this shot? Anthony, a natural scorer in any situation.
Now Allen. From 19, that one goes.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Picked by Anthony. From deep. Bain rips down the rebound.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. You've got to have better shot selection. Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
And you can see how it energizes the entire team.
And that's what they want to see from Butler, a take-charge mindset, that desire to attack the rim.
Now Bain drawn the double team. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Duncan outside. Now Allen. Duncan outside. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Now Ball. Hit by Anthony. Outside George. Fires the 3. He drills the 3.
And this is why Paul George is a leader. He steps up in big moments and hits big shots.
Fox with it. George picks him up. Bain fires. The long shot, no good. The Knights on offense. Outside ball. Here's Şengün.
The nerves on this guy.
Completely unfazed by what's at stake. That's just clutch.
Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside, Fox. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Here's Anthony to take the lead, and he figures it out with the lay-in.
And Carmelo is a gamer. When the game is close, this guy wants the ball and, more importantly, delivers in the clutch.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And the second of two is good. That will put them up by 2. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. What do you think we're going to see here?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
Well, there's no room for error here. They need to draw up something that they can execute quickly.
And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
A 3 and nothing but a 3 will do here.
Yeah, to tie it up, absolutely. Let's see what they run here.
And so it's the Knights winning this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And that about wraps it up.